Oh, you know what that music means, you guys. It's time to chat what's next, to chat what's trending, to chat. That's what we do here. Thanks so much for joining us. Our good friend Scott, he is out. He is enjoying some much needed time off, as he should. But the show will go on. So thank you so much for being here with us today. Felicia Lawrence, Rachel Krause, got Angela Buckman. We'll get to weather in just a quick second. But we're doing question of the day, because I'm going to keep it real like we like to keep it real here. It has been a rough day for me. Oh, no! I've had a tough day. I'm dealing with a lot of family stuff. You know, of course, work, you know, we have our daily hurdles. Anywho, I saw a tweet from Serena Williams, who's my sister in my head, and she said, what's the best thing after a hard day? Ooh. So, you know, you go home, a tough day, we all have them. What is the best thing after a hard day? That's the question of the day. You guys ponder. I'll give you one thing, and then I'll give you another thing later. I got to keep it real. Sometimes I just got to go to sleep. Yeah, that helps. I got to go right home and put myself to bed like a baby. Yeah.
Well, because tomorrow is a new day if you've had a bad one today.
Yes.
So you get a fresh set of eyes on the issue for sure.
Absolutely. So you all ponder that. You all chime in, of course, on social media or wherever you're watching us at. But first, let's get a start of weather.
It was nice to have the sunshine today.
Yeah, it was. We needed that.
Felt so good outside.
It did. It felt great. 50s and 60s is where we ended up today. We'll be close to 60 the next couple of days, so not quite as warm. We'll have more clouds tomorrow and Friday. And I have the little umbrella symbol in there for tomorrow at the bus stop. Do I think all of us need the umbrella tomorrow morning? No. But I would throw it in the car, throw it in your backpack just for the next couple of days, because we have rain chances arriving overnight and tomorrow, and then a rain chance for Friday and again on Saturday. At this point, not forecasting any all-day rain, so no washouts here. But there will be a few spotty showers around. 43 at 8 a.m., 52 at noon, and highs close to 60. Best advice for outdoor plans tomorrow, Friday, Saturday will be the Live Doppler 13 weather app. It can be really, really helpful. Not only can you see live radar, where it will show you where the rain is falling right now, but if you go to the interactive radar and do the drop down, you can see 24-hour future radar. So it's almost like having Future Track 13 on your phone and being able to see, okay, when is the rain going to hit my neighborhood? So that's going to just be helpful the next couple of days, because no all-day rains, but you can see with Future Track 13, a couple spotty showers around tomorrow, tomorrow night into early Friday, and then we'll have a few more showers Friday night into Saturday, and maybe a couple thunderstorms around on Saturday. So umbrella weather the next couple of days, but no washouts.
That's why I always like to have my WTHR app, because I like to pretend I'm a junior meteorologist. One day I'll be Angela when I grow up, and she will help me.
We should get to like a badge or something.
Yes, yes, please. Like wings like when you fly. Yes. Like wings when you fly. I'm her weather assistant, reporting for duty.
Absolutely.
I like it.
I know, super lame, guys. Work with me. Let's check into the folks here chiming in on Facebook. Tanya saying, good evening, everyone watching from Frankfurt. Wes joining us. Hey, Wes. Connie Hawk. Tanya said, you know you're an adult when you're always willing to take a nap. Tanya, are you and I the same person?
Yes.
Oh, man, a glass of wine from Ken Henry. Kim, you are my people as well. And then, of course, Glenn saying hello. A lot of other people chiming in. Hello from Kokomo. I got to get to Kokomo.
It's nice up there. You go straight up 31. You'll be there in a flash.
Yes. If you are just tuning in, please fill us in on what you like to do after a long day, after a hard day's work. Let us know what you think. Also, tell us where you're tuning in from, too. Shout out your hometown.
Yeah, and if you have any weather questions, like we had one last night that I used tonight at 5, and I'm using again at 11. Curious when we were going to be done with the frosty mornings.
Yes.
You ask questions, I will answer.
Okay.
Okay.
She's using her science, her degrees, and her hookup with Mother Nature to give us the weather.
On occasion.
All right. Let's check in with Rachel. We do have a little bit more of a serious topic to get to tonight, and it has to do with child safety on the internet. This social media thing, it's everywhere now, and so the best thing you can do is just face it as a parent and do your best to protect your child. So what are some things you want to fill us in?
Yeah, so I was able to talk to a cybersecurity expert who started as a longtime computer computer teacher and has now moved into the coalition to help protect kids against this kind of internet violence. And she says the biggest thing parents can do is really take action themselves and really start that journey to safety themselves. You want to make sure that you're having a very active idea of what your child's doing online. Like you would know who your child is playing sports with, who their coaches, who their teammates are, who their food allergies are. You want to make sure that you also know that when it comes to what they're doing online. You want to know what apps they're using. You want to know what sites they're going onto, who they're talking to specifically. So if you're not familiar with it, get familiar with it. Download those apps specifically. Visit those websites yourself. If your kid wants to be on TikTok, get in that video with them so you can see exactly what they're doing, who they're posting with, who they're interacting with, and have a better idea of what they're doing specifically on that level so that you're not surprised if they're interacting with total strangers. And she said that you want to make sure you're doing this at a very young age because, of course, kids have access to those devices at a very young age. Kids have iPads in their hands at a very young age.
And you can't avoid it now. It's not like, oh, you can just say, I'm going to keep my kids off of it, because they are then, not only do a lot of them use it for school, they're usually on computers, but then they're kind of locked out of a whole nother world socially. There's social implications to that as well.
Exactly. And another thing that you want to make sure you know how to do is how to shut it down if something's getting out of hand. Someone's soliciting a photo from you, someone's bullying you, something's getting inappropriate or out of hand. Don't take it as a joke. React and block that person immediately. So that might be a joke now. It certainly might not end up that way, and you don't want to wait for something to escalate and something to get out of hand. Just block them. If it's someone you genuinely know from school, they're still going to talk to you at school if they're really your friend.
Yeah. Absolutely. We have a resident mom here, and I know we didn't talk about this beforehand, so I'm putting you on the spot, but I mean, this gives me anxiety as someone that wants to be a mom. I mean, how'd you have that conversation?
You have to have it, and you have to have it often. I will say that we ran into it with our son playing video games. Yes. So you get online and you think you're playing with somebody, and we had to say, no, no, no. Yeah. You are not allowed to play video games online with anybody you don't know. Well, they say they're 15, 14. I'm like, dude, it could be an adult, trying to get you away from home. So no, the answer is no. Yeah.
Yeah.
They said another thing to be really specific of is knowing what slang and emojis kids are using these days, because the things that you think it might mean might not actually mean that. They were saying in Fortnite chats, saying OD doesn't mean overdose, it means online date. A predator could be trying to date your child online. So you just want to make sure that, like, if you're not familiar with it, give it a quick Google. Look up what emojis are using. Look at what they're using so you have a better idea of what kind of slang they're saying back and forth with each other.
Yeah. Okay, get involved. See, that's a whole thing. It's a different conversation these days. It's different language that they're speaking these days.
And establish house rules, but you also have to check in often.
Yes.
Because they just think, oh, it's, somebody wanted to play the same game. No, that's probably not what's going on.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Tune in at 11. That's where we're going to hear from the expert that Rachel talked to today, and they're going to have even more in-depth tips and things that you should know to help protect your child, and I guess, to be honest, to help protect yourself these days. I mean, we all have to do it. So the question of the day has been, what do you do after a hard day's work? After a hard day, things just didn't go as planned. What do you do? So one of the ones I told you was a nap.
Yes, I saw nap and crocheting. Somebody else said margarita.
Oh,
I forget. Was that Tanya that said margarita? It might have been Tanya.
I knew she was my person when I.
Oh no, Tanya likes to crochet and watch TV.
Oh,
but she
nice
also
too.
might like a margarita.
Yeah.
Oh no, she likes a margarita too.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, I mean, you can never go wrong with a glass of wine, I will say that. But my biggest thing is I like to, I would normally work out at night, but not now since I'm working until midnight. I always feel like that helps me get out, like, any kind of pent up aggression or like strange feelings I have about whatever my work day was. I can get that out healthily through physical activity. So I think that's a really important thing for me.
That hasn't worked for me yet, I gotta be honest.
Working out?
Working out to get rid of like stress and anxiety, but you guys pray for me on my fitness journey. I'm working on it.
Sometimes music. Like a really good song will get you either, out of a funk or in the right mood for whatever's next. So I like music.
Completely agree with that.
I can do wine as well, Rachel.
Yeah. Tanya said she does like a margarita. Tanya, just to be clear, she's down, okay?
Yes.
I love it. I love it. One more check of the weather before we go.
Just keep the umbrella handy the next couple of days. It will not be a washout tomorrow, but you'll have a couple spotty showers. Best chance will be later in the day, and then we get another chance later on Friday. Again, neither day a washout, close to 60.
Okay.
So
and
still
then
kind of jacket weather.
Oh no,
I love it.
the jackets.
I
I'm
know.
so used to not needing it over the weekend.
You know,
Weekend was so nice.
I'm just accepting cold right now, and I'm waiting to be surprised by the warm weather. That's how I've been coping.
70s are back this weekend, so that's okay.
See, I'm shocked.
Good. They just need to stick around, knock on glass.
Yeah. Okay. Glenn, Fulton, Tanya, or Tanya?
It's Tanya.
Tanya?
Yeah.
Got it. Noted. Tanya?
We did that when we first started this. We called her Tanya too, and she was very sweet. Let us know it was Tanya.
She corrected it. I'm new to the mix. I got it though. Tanya, I won't mess it up twice. Well, 3 times. And Connie Hawk said she's 78 and ready for bed.
Time to go to bed.
Yep.
Good night, Connie.
Yes.
Well, we're right there with you, but we still got a little bit left, and that's happening at 11 p.m. over on 13 News. We hope that you all will join us. We'll see you then. Thanks for joining.